James, defeat at Doncaster in the league, but a very narrow defeat, and you must be pleased at how far the team's come, showing up against a team with a lot of Super League experience in the ranks.
No, I'm not happy with that, to be honest. I think we did enough in certain periods to win the game. We just got sloppy back end of the first half. You've too many penalties away. Spent 20 minutes defending, and inevitably we ran out of gas at the back end of the game because of that. We came into the game with a good game plan, and the lads executed it really well for the first sort of 15-20 minutes, and they struggled to handle us going forward. They're a lot bigger pack, and we had them going backwards on numerous occasions. So I think the boys would be credited for the start that they made. It's just that ruthlessness to continue it, and smartness in some of the decisions we made with the ball, especially defensively when we were beaten in the ruck, trying to win the play back when it's already lost. You're going to get penalised, and I think we knew going into this game with a pack of that size we were going to get beat on the floor every now and again. Trying to win it back immediately is not going to work. You've got to win it back over the next play or two, especially against a team like Doncaster.
That first half was a very stop-start affair, certainly for the first 20 minutes. But there seemed to be gaps or a break in both halves where Doncaster came back strong after that, and Hunslet had to defend an awful lot after then.
Yeah, well, that's bad on us. That's our bad. We've got to react to them stoppages, and we've got to transition back into the game better than what we did. I think we had the flow, and it was one of our players who stayed down, and it caused the break in play. Let them have an opportunity to talk and get the heads together, and get a bit of breath back and come at us with the ball. And really the disappointing thing for me was we had the ball for about 15 minutes, scored 3 tries. Then we were asked to defend. The first time of asking, we failed to do it, which is not good enough. Mentally we've got to be stronger than that. We've got to be able to switch from attack to defence and execute what's asked of the opposition.
Is that people just switching off?
I would say concentration, yeah, 100%. It's not. They can defend. They showed that in the first half. They defended set after set after set. We held them up over the line 3 or 4 times. So, we know how to defend. I think it's concentration level and switching off.
And certainly at the start of that second half, Doncaster was struggling to hold the Hunslet attack, and they went down, scored 3 times, virtually the same place.
Yeah, we just asked a few questions, and when we asked questions, they struggled to find answers in defending it. We just need to ask more of them. I think that's the message the lads are going to get. But with the 20 minutes in the first half like we had, defending back-to-back sets and making errors and penalties on last tackle, the amount of defending we had to do, inevitably we were always going to get tired at the back end of the game. Add to that the fact that we played with 16 from 6 minutes. So we had one less front rower, which probably affected us as well. So, we did enough to win the game, so I'm not going to make excuses for the result. I think we were better than, we are better than what we threw up for some small periods, and them small periods have cost us.
What's the news on Lewis? Is that a head test?
He's gone to hospital, so it's not great news. We don't know, to be honest, right now how bad it is.
Right. Well, South Wales up at home next week. Can you instill a bit more of that concentration into the players in that week?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's something that they watch it back on tape, and we'll have a look at it in the week, and it'll get mentioned. It's mentioned every single training session. I think at this level, when you're not together day in, day out, and you're not playing rugby 24 hours a day, and that's not your job, I think it's hard to have the same focus as you would have over full time. And that's something that we do have to remind the players of regularly, is that when they're here to train or play, they've got to be switched on to that. And everyone's got something's going on in their life, but for that hour and a half, 2 hours that they're together, it's rugby league, what should be between their ears. And I think that's one thing that we have done from day one, and it is a slow process in hitting it home, I think, and it's getting there over most of them, but you only need one person to switch off, and that can cost you.
Okay, well, even though it was just a defeat, it was a good effort, so well done on that today, and hopefully we can get back on the horse next week against South Wales.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Excellent.